Welcome to episode 91 of the ABC GCI Coffee Break podcast. My name is Allison Jackson, joined by Mike Maloney and Keyla Rodriguez-Santiago. Our presenting partners this month are HasTech, and then we have our lightning round sponsor, the ABC Mass Membership Committee. Mike, tell us a little bit about our supporters this month.
We're proud to have HasTech as a presenting partner this month. They're been around for 25 years, and they've been partnering with their clients to solve their safety challenges and support their sites. HasTech is the largest and most diverse team of full-time safety experts in North America, and their mission is to enrich the health, safety, and well-being of the employees, the customers, and our communities. And we're also very proud to have the ABC Massachusetts Membership Committee sponsor the lightning round. We're going to talk about it in a minute when we talk about the news, but the drive for 500 member companies is on. We're trying to hit 500 members by the end of 2023, and we need everybody's help, especially the members' help, to get us there. Right now, the new member incentive is anybody who joins in October will get 15 months for the price of 12. If anybody has any questions about the membership drive, they can reach out to venus@abcma.org. All right, so kind of a new segment I want to introduce. Could be everybody's new favorite segment. It's called Stump the Squad, and I am a Gen Xer, and my wonderful co-hosts are Gen Zers.
No, Gen Y.
Gen Y. I'm sorry, millennial. I'm getting old. I'm an old man. And so one of the things I want to talk about is, can I stump the millennials by asking them questions that only a Gen Xer would know? So I'll ask the question. If you think you know the answer, you guys can just blurt it out. Let me get to my questions here. I got some great questions. To kind of took me back to a time here. Let's see. The first one is going to be, what is the connection between a pencil and a cassette, like a music cassette?
Oh, it's how you turn the tape back.
Yep.
I had a cassette player actually.
Very good.
And my mom had a lot of cassette tapes, and that's how I listened to a lot of the music that I listen to today, just now on Spotify.
You are correct. So, some kids nowadays use just compact discs. You had to just go like forward right over to the song you want. You couldn't do that. You had to forward and reverse and rewind. So sometimes you had to have a pencil and use a pencil on the cassette and rewind it. Right. So all right. So millennials up 1-0. Let's see if I can stop another one. Yeah, they're up 1-0 here. Let's see here. What would you use a crimper for?
For my hair, to crimp my hair.
Did you ever crimp your hair?
I did. Yeah, in middle school I crimped my hair.
All right, so that's 2-0. I'm trying to stop him.
Only did it once.
I can't stop him.
I can't be stopped. Bring it
on. Can't be stopped.
Oh, if you had a massive CD collection, how would you store them?
Oh my God, and the big you zip up.
Yep.
You slide them all in. You either keep them in the side pocket of your car or you have it in your room.
How about the visor? Did you have a little visor thing on you?
Yeah, that's where I put all my favorite CDs that I would use. I had a 6 CD player in my first car. And I actually left my favorite CD in it when I sold it to junk it and get my new that I have now. I know, it's so sad.
All right. How about back in the days, how would you keep your stereo safe in your car? Does anybody know that one? Ooh.
You would take it out.
Lock your doors? I don't know. Oh my God, you take it out of the car?
It used to.
Yeah, so I never had to do that, but yeah, you would just literally, you would pop it out and you'd put it in like the middle compartment or whatever the
At that point, made it easy for the person to take it.
In the beginning,
if they break into your car, thank you very much.
In the beginning, the whole head unit would slide out of the car. It would slide in and connect, right? It would take the whole head unit out. You'd have this, then you'd have to carry this thing around. You're a cool guy, like I got my stereo. Then they had just a detachable face. You push a button and the face would pop off. You'd slide that in a little pocket. And you carry that around with you.
At that point, take your tires off and bring them around with you too, so nobody takes those.
Most of the time, though, people would look for those fancy radios, right, to take.
Yep.
Versus whatever.
The guys are up.
I've always heard about people getting their stereo stolen, but I never knew that you like actually would prepare and combat that by removing it yourself and reinstalling it every time you want to listen to something.
Another good one is how before the days of like alarm systems in your car, how would you keep
I know you're gonna go there.
How could you get your car safe from being stolen?
You'd have the bar across the steering wheel.
The club, you had the club.
Yes.
It was a big metal bar.
Go there.
Yeah, you put across the steering wheel, right? And then the bad guys would cut the steering wheel and pry the steering wheel and pop it. It's called the club.
Yep.
It's horrible.
And there'd be like a little key that you can like just, pop it open so that you can go ahead and start up your car.
Wow.
Kayla, keeping us alive here.
Guys are killing it. If one was to wanted to rent a videotape, where would you go to rent such videotape?
Blockbuster, Movies and More in Cliftondale Square in Saugus.
Yep.
Blockbuster. What one did you go to, Kayla? Were there any like local ones?
Blockbuster for us. Blockbuster, and I don't know if Strawberries in my town had the rentals, but Strawberries.
I miss Strawberries. I would go there all the time and buy cassette tapes.
I worked at box office. I worked at Box Office Video when I was very young. Box Office Video over in Lowell. I'm at 38 Box Office Video. All right. If someone was to use Sun-In, what would Sun-In do?
Oh, it for your hair to brighten your hair.
Wow. All right. Very good.
People still do that.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
People still.
Is Sun-In still a product? You can still buy Sun-In? Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think Sunbum, not an ad, has a product. It's Sun-In. You spray it, and it the sun naturally highlights your hair. Is it awesome for you? I'm not sure. People would also use lemon juice. Put lemon juice in their hair to brighten it. Yeah. Oh.
All right, let's sound. If you're, why would someone do this into something?
Blow into it. Oh, if you're playing Nintendo, if you're playing
Nintendo,
blow into the little cartridge.
Yep. That's right.
Or if you're playing Game Boy and you have to blow into the little cartridge. I had a Game Boy with a book light because they did not have backlights back then on technology and products like that. So I had a little squiggly light that went over so I could play my Mary Kate and Ashley mystery game and my
God,
the show game, as well as my there was one more, an ET game. And I had to keep a little like ET monster alive, like a little Tamagotchi, but it was ET. I loved that.
Right. And my last one, because I evidently can't stump the millennials here, but if you needed some information from someone and all they had was a beeper, how would you tell them that you need some information from
them? Wouldn't you like beep like 411, like the message 411 or something?
That's right. What if it was an emergency?
911.
What if you tell them I love you?
143.
Bingo. All right.
Yeah.
There it is, folks. Latest segment is to hump the squad. I couldn't do it. I couldn't stop. I have one last one. This is what on the radio today. If someone asked you what home row was, what is home row?
The home row keys, ASDF JKL semi. Shout out to Miss Fiore. I was not even kidding you. Last week I was just talking about this. Sorry. Before we started recording, we were talking about just like home ec classes in high school and middle school and stuff like that, like typing classes. And so I had typing class in middle school, but in high school I think it was like Microsoft Office class or something like that. But like Miss Fiore started us off on the home row keys. She would always tell us start on the home row keys. And so we have our fingers, ASDF JKL semi. It's like in my
That's head. Hilarious.
Kayla, did you know what that was?
I did not. Honestly, now that Allison's talking about it, it makes a lot of sense. But I didn't know home row keys. I mean, we had Microsoft class not in high school, in middle school, up until 8th grade. So nobody ever taught me that.
Well, let me ask you, do you know what the point of the home row keys are?
Yeah, it's the center point from where you type off of, right?
I don't do that.
I don't at all either.
It doesn't work for me. Yeah. I go rogue.
That's same. I'm like Rambo on the keys.
So, yeah, Mrs. Fury, if you're listening, your 8th student here went rogue. She's gone rogue. She's gone rogue on
You
you.
need to have a talk with her.
All right. So I couldn't stump the squad. Next time maybe we'll play stump. See if it can stump me. But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So this week on the podcast we have a kind of a special guest with us today. It's going to be Keyla Rodriguez-Santiago. Not only is she a student affairs advisor at GCI, but she's also the owner of a cleaning company, who's also co-owner, ABC Mass member. So we asked her to come on today and talk a bit about her business. So Keyla, you not only do a fantastic job at GCI, but as a co-owner of the business with your husband, tell us a little bit about the business and tell us, who you're looking to try to work with.
Absolutely. So hello, everybody. As Mike said, my husband and I own Pro Park Cleaning Services. We mainly do commercial spaces. So we'll do commercial office cleanings, and then we'll also do, there's my card right there, woo woo. And then we'll also do carpet and upholstery cleaning. So we have a, cool little carpet machine. As time goes on, we'll hopefully, get a truck mount and be able to do work off of the truck mount. But right now we're just, using our extractor and our upholstery cleaner, and we will do both residential and commercial spaces for those. We also do floor care. So if you guys need to strip and wax, we also do that. But yeah, we started off in Florida. So we used to live in Florida, started off there. We did a lot of work around the villages, a lot of Airbnbs, and some commercial spaces. We ended up coming back home to Massachusetts. Kind of, it took us a little bit, but now we're revved up and ready to go again. We've been working consistently for, I would say, maybe the past 6 months, maybe a little bit more. And just grabbing, as many customers as we can. And we're looking to work with any companies that are in the Boston, like Metro Boston, Merrimack Valley, like Essex County area. That would be the most ideal for us, but we do go out into like the Middlesex County. We don't do South Shore. That might be a little too far unless the job is like big enough for that, but we definitely want to keep it around the Merrimack Valley, Essex, Middlesex County areas.
Yeah, and it's pretty exciting that, not only are you an employee of GCI, but a member of ABC Massachusetts. What made you want to get into the cleaning business, even down in Florida? What was the goal behind that?
That's a great question. So my husband, Junior, his name's Eddie, but we call him Junior.
Shout out.
He actually, what?
I said shout out. Shout out.
Oh, shout out.
Eddie.
Yeah.
We love
Shout
Eddie.
out to June. I have so many nicknames for him. June Bug, June Bear. But yeah, so Junior, his father has owned a cleaning company for years, like since he was a baby. And he worked as a young buck, he was probably like 9, 10 years old, going to work with his dad, and he would work all these jobs with him. So he learned how to strip and wax at a young age, how to clean carpets at a young age, did a bunch of office cleanings with his dad. And it never occurred to him to start his own business. Like, as you grow up, you kind of want to get away from that, right? You don't want to be part of, some kids, depending on what the job is, they don't want to be part of that. But as he got older, he was like, man, like, I'm really good at this. I would really like to start a business. So in him just, us just talking about that, just light conversation, lightheartedly, when we decided to move to Florida, we're like, hey, this is an opportunity for us to test this out, to see if this is going to work for us. He came up with the name. He's a great name, name setter, logo, like anything like that. He's great at that. So if you need a brand or anything, just reach out to him. He'll give you a name. He'll think about it. He'll sit on it. And then he'll be like, this is what it's going to be. So we ended up going with Pro Park Cleaning Services. He really liked that name. It was a commercial sounding name, commercial cleaning, very versatile with the different, parts of cleaning or sections of the cleaning that we would do. And we got an opportunity when we went to Florida. We were able to start that. And so we, took our savings, took our savings. We bought all the equipment that we needed just to start off. And then we just started going, around word of mouth. We stayed at a few Airbnbs when we first moved to Florida. So we had mentioned that to those Airbnb folks. And we're like, hey, like, we're going to be moving to where we're going to be living in a few weeks. We just, kind of hopped around from Airbnbs until that space was ready. And then we were like, all right, when we're settled in, we would like to, if you don't have a cleaner now, we'd like to clean for you. We'd like to set up something. And it started with one. There was one Airbnb host who, she was awesome. She like loved us. We sat down with her and her husband, started talking with her, and so she got us to clean her space. So she booked us from for the rest of the year from there on out, and then from there was just word of mouth. And the Villages, if anybody knows anything about the Villages, it's a really huge, large retirement community. So word of mouth goes a long way. So with word of mouth, just the way that they the folks like that, we were interactive and social, and just really did we clean houses the way that we clean our home, our own home. So the Airbnbs were a lot of fun to clean, and then from there it kind of just the word of mouth really went a long way. So then it was really sad letting everybody know that we were coming back home, but they were super understanding. And then we came over here and we're like, okay, where do we even start? So, just I got a job here at Gould. We started working, and then I remember Mike was like, hey, once he knew that we were kind of getting back into the Pro Park cleaning services and really set in stone, trying to move forward with trying to get clients, he was like, hey, you should become an ABC member. And in my mind, it didn't even like dawn on me to become an ABC member. I'm just like working for the school, I'm like, oh, you know what? That's a great idea, because we see we see other ABC members all the time at networking events. So then we got connected, through ABC, and we've had, a few companies that have supported us, and we're really grateful.
At being an ABC member, what are some of the advantages that you've seen that you could take advantage of?
Absolutely. So, I mean, me working at GCI, I'm already going to these events, but it's an opportunity for my husband to go out as well and network, talk to people. Networking is honestly the biggest thing, right? Because we have events throughout all of Massachusetts, or try and hit a lot of the main areas in Massachusetts where our members are. So the networking is huge for us. And also, Venus here at ABC, she's awesome. She's awesome with all of her members, and she'll say, hey, like, she'll repost stuff on the ABC, website. So if we ever have anything specific that I'm like, hey, Venus, can you, let's try and work something out, she'll be able to, to post it on the ABC website or repost from our site. So just a lot of networking and a lot of just connects. That's really what it is, right? It's all network.
And also, you've sponsored our popcorn machine that we bought last year, which we're so grateful for. If anyone, yes. I'm not sure if anyone knew that, but so on the GCI side, we purchased a popcorn machine that we can have at events and just to use in the office, and then like for different events, like I said. And Kayla and Eddie were nice enough to like sponsor that, and so you'll see their name on there whenever you come to an event that has a popcorn machine, including the local craft championship, which we'll be talking about in the coming weeks. But I think it's super cool that you two have this together. And what's really fun, at least for me, is like you have a TikTok and you will like post about it, all of the jobs that you do, but it shows that you're having fun. You'll put the different TikTok sounds and do the the trendy dances while you guys are cleaning the rugs and stuff, but it's fun for me to see that, because you also can see there's heart behind your business, but there's heart behind like everything you do in general. I really do see that about you, being able to work with you every day. So yeah, so I think that's so cool. Like, it's very cool to have you as an ABC member, and then coworkers and friends, and then also like see how successful you're getting, but then having so much fun doing it too. So make sure you follow them on TikTok. I wanted to touch on really quick, because we love to talk about like the gross part of it, where it's like when you're doing the rugs and the stuff, the dirty water. I don't know if anyone that's listening likes to watch that kind of stuff, but do you have any videos?
Dirty poor. I love that too. So, customers get kind of, I don't know if this like wears them out, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to clean these rugs. this is going to be a great pour. And then I get really excited to video the pour. And I love when it's an extreme dirty pour, because one, that you're cleaning the rugs really well. You're pulling up a lot of that water, a lot of that grime, that dirt that gets stuck within the fabrics. But it's also just really good content as well. And you're just like, oh my gosh, like I genuinely get really excited for that, because I'm like, yes, this is exactly what we want. And I'm sure, we talked about a carpet cleaning machine for you, right? Like,
Yep, I bought
cleaning
my
your
own.
carpets at home.
Mhm.
Just, I'm sure you felt the same way. You're just like, wow, like my carpets feel really clean. And that's the reaction that we get with a lot of our customers. And we really, we love, one, satisfying our customers in making sure that they're happy. We try and guarantee our work. So we always, if something is not up to par, pro par, up to
Oh,
par. Yeah, that's kind of like our tagline, like, getting your spaces up to par. But if the space is not up to par, we always, guarantee it. We, reach out, we communicate like, hey, how are your rugs, or how's your space? Do you need us to come back and, touch up on something? Just because we want to make sure that if it were me, I would want somebody to clean it very well, so we take that extra step. And I love that you mentioned just putting heart into what we do, and like us having fun, because we genuinely do have fun. A lot of folks will say, or rather you've heard from other people like, oh, you should never get into business with family or your partner, like there could be like some resentment build up or whatever, right? For us, we love working together. Like, one, we get to spend time together because we work our full-time gigs and we're not always together, so we do love working with each other. We have a lot of fun while we're doing it. We joke around, we have fun, we put on music, we dance, whatever, right? We just have fun while we work. And we're doing something that my husband and I both feel really comfortable doing. We enjoy it. We do genuinely enjoy cleaning. So we're like, all right, let's bring that joy to somebody else, and he's the labor.
yep.
I do the labor part, but he's like, the carpet cleaning, he's just like, oh, like labor. And I'm just over here like, I'm just gonna spray the floors down. I got you. Do you need water? Do you need coffee? I'm videoing. No, I'm just kidding. We both work hard, but he's the heart and soul of the company. So really, really love working with my husband.
All right. So for anybody out there that is interested in having ProPar come clean their space, how can they get a hold of you?
So you can get a hold of us in multiple ways. We have Instagram, so you can do the social medias. We have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have Facebook, we don't have Twitter, sorry. So we have Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You can just type in ProPar Cleaning Services. It'll pop up for all of them. And then you can also find us on Google. If you've gotten work done by us, please give us a Google review, but you can find us on Google as a business on there, and then also on our website. So proparcleaning.com. You can ask for a quote right on there, or contact us. Our phone number is on there, and that's how you can reach us.
And if you had to give someone some advice about, maybe someone's on the fence about joining ABC Mass, what would you tell them?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, I was a little hesitant first because, like I already work for GCI, but honestly, just take the jump. ABC is a national organization. There's an ABC in every state. So even if you were to take your business elsewhere, to another state, you can always join them there. It's a great networking opportunity. You get discounts. You get to meet a lot of really cool people, right? That networking part of it, and those connects connect you to their, it's just a huge web of connections and a lot of fun. The events are always a fun time. People are always laughing, joking around, and then there's business being made. So definitely a great opportunity for anybody, especially new businesses that are needing to get out there. Small businesses, new businesses, whatever it may be. You don't have to be a construction company. You can also be an associate member, which is what we are.
Awesome.
So.
All right. So that's Keyla Rodriguez-Santiago and her husband,
Yeah.
Eddie Jr. Junebug. I guess we're going to call him next time we see him.
I'm sure he's thrilled about that. I'm
little
sure he's
Junebug.
thrilled.
And the folks at Pro Park Cleaning. So thanks to Keyla for being on. It was kind of a last minute thing, but you were great. Now we're going to jump into
Yes.
upcoming trainings and events. What do you got for us, Allison?
Absolutely. We have some trainings and events coming up, and I'm just pulling them up so I can tell you what they are. So, yeah, usually we'll go slice and dice, so you can just cut this part. Okay. Coming up in October, we have a 608 Universal Certification class. So if you need to get that class, make sure that you get in as soon as you can. We usually hold it about once a year. So this is our once a year. And then I'm not really sure when we're going to be holding it in 2024. Then we have a plan reading class coming up October 10th, 12th, and 17th. You do have to attend all of those classes to be able to get all the info you need and to get the certificate at the end of class. But this is going to be held at Tri-County Regional Vocational Technical High School in Franklin. So if you're out in that area or you're planning to be out in that area, this is a really great class to attend. And then October 17th at the GCI ABC Woburn office, we'll have a scaffold user training class. Make sure you get in for that one as well. You can check out all of these classes and the rest of the classes that we have going on through December 2023 at gwgci.org/events. I would just like to highlight one new class that we put on the schedule. It's called Introduction to Electrical Estimating. That's going to start November 28th, and it's going to be Tuesday, Thursday evenings. And then that ends on January 4th. So it's a short class, but it's a really nice class to get into, especially obviously if you're in the electrical trade, apprentices and journeymen and masters alike. This is a really, really great class to get into, to learn the basics or for a brush up. So if you have questions about that, feel free to reach out to us. We're so happy to give you any information that you are seeking on that. Like I said, gwgci.org/events, or shoot me an email. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have.
All right, lots going on as we wrap up 2023, and we've got now the news sponsored by Kenny and Sam's and Patriot Benefit Services. First off, we want to talk about Suicide Prevention Month. So we're talking about a webinar taking place on September 27th. It is called, it's part of the Building Your Foundation seminar series. The presenter will be Michelle Lee. It's a virtual only class. You can register today by clicking on the link in the newsletter that was sent to you or reaching out to carol@abcma.org. Like we mentioned in the beginning, we're looking for 500 member companies. We're 27 away. So if our members are listening and you have someone that you would think would make a great member, reach out to venus@abcma.org. Like I said, if they join in October, they get October, November, December for free, and they won't see an invoice until 2025. It's pretty exciting. We are excited to let everybody know that if you're looking for some electrical apprentices, the Cummings Foundation grant cohort is now attending the Gould Construction Institute's daytime electrical training program. They come to class twice a month instead of twice a week. They've already got some credit hours towards the program. If you need more information about speaking with these electrical apprentices, you can reach out to steve@abcma.org. It's an exciting time. Some great students in there. They're 100% green and looking to learn all about electricity and electrical trade. Some upcoming events. We've got a legal roundtable taking place on Thursday, September 28th, called They Aren't All the Same, Big Holes in Commercial General Liability Coverage Policies. We also have the Contractor Fundamental Seminar Series taking place September 27th through the 29th. It's from 7:30 to 9:30. There's a new member meetup taking place on Friday, September 29th from 12 to 2. We've got our Step into Safety program taking place October 12th from 5 to 7 here at the Woburn office. As always, the Oktoberfest, the Joe Kenny fundraiser, taking place October 26th. Bear Moose Brewing. We had a great time last year.
So much fun.
The crew from Joe Kenny, the Young Joe Kenny Foundation is amazing. The support is amazing. It was a packed house. It was great. And then we've got the Excellence in Construction Awards coming up Thursday, November 2nd from 6 to 9 over at the 4 Point Sheridan in Norwood. All these events can be found on the ABC Mass calendar or reach out to carol@abcma.org.
Mike, let's just one more time have everybody save the date for November 18th. The local craft championship is going to be held in Medford, Massachusetts. We're going to have some additions this year. We are adding on a vendor fair that's going to be going on throughout the competition. And so when this episode drops, that should be announced. So if you're an ABC member or you're just somebody that has maybe a side hustle or you have a business or that, you want to promote something where it's your local business, this is going to be a really great opportunity to get some exposure for that. So you can find more information about that on our website. Make sure you're joining our mailing list as well, because that's going to go out to our mailing list first. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm so happy to answer those for you. I will be handling the vendor fair, and I'm really excited to do this year. I'm really just excited to do something new. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, November 18th, save the date, local craft championship, going to be a lot of fun. That Pro Par popcorn machine is going to be there that we spoke of. And we have a lot of exciting things planned. And then if you want to compete, we're also going to be putting out the intent to compete. So if you want to do that, reach out to Diane. She's going to be the best point of contact for you for that. And any other questions, just shoot them over to us via email.
We also got some member updates. So we also are excited to announce 6 new members. They include the Bentley Companies, Kronos Construction Staffing, Oak and Argyle, Rock Electric Datacom, Sompo International of Boston, and TLC Supply Incorporated of Quincy. Like I said, don't forget the membership drive. To all the members out there listening, if you know someone that would be a great member, please reach out to Venus. She can hook them up. We want to congratulate Erland as they partner with Lighthouse School on New Breakwater House. It's a growing campus in Chelmsford. Lighthouse is a 56-year-old not-for-profit institution providing bioeducational, vocational, and therapeutic services and treatment in a nurturing environment for students with special needs. And as always, if you want to be on the podcast, you can reach out to me, Mike at gwgci.org. And if you want to put some exciting news in the newsletter, you can reach out to Charlie Chipio at communications@abcma.org. All right, we also have, before we let everybody go, we're going to reach deep into the mailbag. We're reaching deep in this.
You got mail.
Open this letter here. This is coming from Donnie from East Boston.
Donnie.
Donnie wants to know, hey, I see a lot of students at the schools wearing some really cool merch. How do I get myself one? So I think what Donnie's talking about is we got these super cool shirts with the G on the front, bright orange, got the cool logo on the back.
They're so comfy.
They are. I'm actually literally I'm wearing it right now. That was not planned.
Yep. We all wear them in the office. They are cool. We did give out a bunch at the different orientations, but if you would like a shirt, how do they get a shirt? Reach out to Kayla.
Unfortunately, you can't just reach out and get a shirt. That would be a dream, wouldn't it? But follow us on Instagram at ABCGCI Coffee Break. Also follow us on Instagram for GCI at GWGCI. I do giveaways like once a month, sometimes more. And sometimes it's just like, oh, like this, and someone random will get a shirt. Sometimes it's like, I think a few weeks ago, I did a competition. You sent in your dog and we picked which picture was the coolest picture of your dog, but I couldn't choose. So 2 people won. And that's most likely going to be the situation going forward, because I am not very good with decisions and picking one thing. So definitely follow us on Instagram and join our mailing list. We'll do kind of like secret little giveaways sometimes, where we'll hide a little giveaway inside of the email. And a lot of the times people don't find them. So keep a lookout for that. We're also going to be doing a lot more giveaways, so make sure that you follow. Also, we like to come to the school and give stuff away. So show up to class and answer questions when we come to class to talk to you. I know Mike likes to do a lot of trivia questions. And you know what? Write into the podcast. We love to give away things to people who write into the podcast. So Donnie will be reaching out to you for your contact information so we can send you this shirt and get your size. But yeah, that's how you get a shirt. And also send us in a review, screenshot it, email it to us, let us know you reviewed us, gave us 5 stars, all that good stuff. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll send you a little treat.
All right. And that wraps it up. So as always, remember to like, tag, share, follow the podcast, tell your friends. This is the official podcast of ABC Massachusetts and the Gould Construction Institute. We appreciate you listening. We will catch you next week.